Guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. If there's anyone here, thank you. I just came from work and I know it's about 12 o'clock, but I have my glass of wine to unwind my red wine. That's all I drink. And I have some burritos that I heated up and I'm going to eat that right now. I'm on my second one. Really, really good when you're hungry. Ooh, ooh. Put that up here. But guys, today's episode was, my lashes are like, today's episode was, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing either. It was just steady. And we had some JaSam moments. We had some DreAm moments. We had some Franco and Drew moments. And other parts of the episode, but I'm not going to really talk about them. I'm just going to talk about what I want to talk about, like DreAm, JaSam, and Franco and Drew. So let's talk about let's talk about in order first what happened. So we had Sam call Drew, and you know, he's on a hunt, he's doing something, and she's like, "Hey, I missed you, where did you go?" And he's like, "Well, he's with Franco." And she's like, "Really? With Franco?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "How was everything going? Or, was everything okay?" And he's like, "So far, so good," or something like that. And she's like, "Well, how long are you going to be?" And he's like, "Well, can I call you back and let you know when I have a time?" And she sounds like that girlfriend from the beginning, like, "Really? An hour, 2 hours? Like, where are you gonna be?" And he was like, "Well, can I call you back when I have a time?" And she's like, "Well, I just want to know when you're gonna be back." And he hangs up in her ear. Like, I'm like, what? What a way to make your wife get worried. She's gonna get worried. She's gonna know something is wrong if you don't come home or whatnot. So anyway, Jason came walking through the door, and he is so attractive with his leather jacket and his that Jason that we know. Remember Jason when he had that long hair, like that Free Willy style long hair with it was so attractive. If you don't know, if you haven't seen him like that, that's back in the days when the Elizabeth time, or not necessarily Sam, but Elizabeth. And it was just really cute. I wish he rocked his hair like that for a long time, but he really didn't. So anyways, let's go back to it. So Jason walked through the door and he's telling her how he has to go away and whatever to figure out who is, this guy's son. And she's like asking him if he's going away to find out who is the son, or if he's trying to avoid her. And he's like, both. And it's so funny that I'm kind of proud of Sam today. I really am, because she's not moping over Jason like the other episodes. She kind of made it clear today what she wants. And she loves Jason, but she needs to tell Drew the truth. And let me just put this on the map now that they're trying to turn it around to make us understand more how Sam is feeling. It's not necessarily that she wants to leave Drew for Jason. She does not want to do that. That's not where her head is right now. Her head is basically she wants to let Drew know what's going on. When you're in that marriage that you care about your husband and you have feelings for somebody else, but you want your husband to know, so hopefully you guys could work through it together. And I think that's what she's trying to do. I hope Drew is going to understand enough to stand there by her side, or maybe not, because I feel kind of two-way about that. I feel like, hey, I want to see that happen with him standing by her side and help her through this. But another side of me feels like, well, she took too long. She married this man knowing that she felt this way. She, all she had to do was like, yeah, I feel for Jason. I feel for Jason the way I feel for you, or I'm confused or something. But she let this go along, and I feel like a part of me wants Drew to leave her, but I don't think that's what she wants, and And it might not happen. It really might not happen right now. And Jason was like, it's okay if, if it's just what it is. It's okay with him. And she's like, no, it's not. She needs to tell Drew how, because I think Jason really doesn't want it to go any further. I mean, he would love to have Sam back, but it's a risk with his hothead brother to find out that, Sam loves him, and she confessed her feelings to him, and he doesn't want to have, I don't think Jason wants to have a problem with his brother, and he's trying to tell her it's okay if, it's just nothing at all. You don't need to do this, like it's okay. But she is feeling like really guilty, and she feels like she needs to tell Drew. She just needs to tell Drew. But Drew is far gone with Franco. And then, of course, everybody wanted a kiss with Sam and Jason. Why? A goodbye kiss. Like, why would you want a goodbye kiss? Not like this. Wait till she get divorced. Wait till she's separated, and if she is going to get divorced or separated. I know there's going to be some tension, maybe some separation, but I think if they both want it to work, they're going to make it work. Just like Sam said, this is nothing like Carly and Sunny's situation. Carly likes to, point out that Sam and her situation was similar, and Sam is like, no, it's not. It's totally different, So we'll see. Then we go on to see Drew and Franco interact in the car, and Drew is letting Franco know that, hey, we're not friends. We're never going to be friends. We're just trying to get this information, and then hopefully go on her way. And he is like, Franco really doesn't understand and really doesn't care, but he's still like spill his feelings about what happened about Elizabeth. And I was like, yes, this is what I want. Like he just sees Drew as that person that when they were kids and they were best friend, and he wants that back. Because if you think about it, Franco has no friends. Franco only has Elizabeth. Franco has no one to talk to. He doesn't have, only person he has is his dad, and his dad is like a wacko, just like but I love his dad. It's just like they're funny, and it's a perfect fit, perfect fit in characters. So Drew was like, are you sure you could do this, to go inside, to plant the seed, to talk to Jimmy and get the information you need and leave. Franco's like, yeah, I got this. And then he goes inside, and then Jimmy just, oh my God, make him remember, like, not make him remember, but make him feel like shit, like what he thinks he is, you know what I'm saying? And Franco's like, come on. Drew is like, oh my God, I'm messing up these names. Drew is like, come on, Franco, get the information, get what you need and leave. Like, and he's hearing everything that's going on. Franco planted the seed in the phone or whatever that is. I don't know if it's a recorder, so Drew could hear everything that's going on, but or I don't know if it's something that when they make calls out, they could hear everything. I don't know what it is. But then Jimmy totally wrecks Franco and make Franco go on his knees and cry like a baby. And then, of course, Drew comes running in and say, hey, stay away from him. Back up, stay away from him. And for someone who doesn't care about Franco, you had your hands on his shoulder, like, are you okay? Like a friend would. Like, really? I wonder if they're going to be friends. And what will, oh my God. I don't think that's going to work out for Sam and Drew if Franco is going to be friends with Drew. Like, imagine Franco coming over to the house and he did what he did to Sam, and I don't think that's going to work. Jason feels horrible about, Jason can't stand him. And I don't feel like, if Franco turned out to be innocent, okay, with Drew being, the child situation, that might change that might change Drew's feeling about Franco. They might have a friendship, but that doesn't erase the fact of what Franco did in the past, like what he did to Sam, what he did to Michael. So that is going to, oh my God, it's going to make it really difficult for Sam And if Jason want to kill Franco, Drew might step in and try to kill Jason or beat Jason up. He's not gonna kill because they're brothers. Of course, they're not gonna kill each other, but they're gonna probably fight. That, you know, like, get it on. So I don't know how that relationship is going to develop. But when Drew walked through the door and put his hands on Franco and said, "Stay away from him," and then there were two stupid bodyguards that just, you know, from Jimmy protection plan that walked through the door. And think about it. Remember when Drew was, he didn't know he was Jason back then, but he was working at Julianne's shop, and Sonny's men came to, you know, kidnap Julian or whatever the thing may be. And they didn't know that Drew was in there, and Drew beat up all of them, okay? So why, I think Drew wanted to get caught to get more information, because they didn't get any information, so he wanted to get caught. I think that he could have took those guys. He could have easily took those guys. He knows how to fight. He's a Navy SEAL, okay? A Navy SEAL. So I definitely think that he did that on purpose. But then it ends right there, you know. That's all I want to talk about. I was a little bit excited for DreAm. I was a little bit excited for JaSam and their scene. I think hopefully they could shift it now to bring back DreAm more full scenes together. I know they have a lot, but now they need to shift it back to that, so we could get Sam to kind of confess her feelings for Jason and get it over with. I do not want to hear about this daggone storyline for much longer. Like, every day the same thing. She didn't tell him, you know, like, come on, Sam, we know when it comes to telling people secrets, you blur it all out, but to tell your own secret that affects your life, you keep it all in. But anyhow, we didn't have any Liz time today. We didn't have anything but Franco, and I was satisfied. Franco, Drew, Sam, you know, I was satisfied. So that's about it. It wasn't much that's happening in this episode. Peter, he's crazy as hell. He needs to stay away from Maxie, of course, and he said he's not going to stay away from Maxie. I don't even know why I'm talking about him, because Jason, did you see when Jason was talking to Sam and Peter walks through the door? And you just kind of knew when Jason put his hands like this that he's on to Peter. And Peter's gonna die. Peter's gonna die soon. Jason is on to Peter. I think Jason planted that and made Peter think that he's going away, but he's not. But anyway, guys, that's my little talk or chit chat about the episode. What did you think? If anyone is watching, please comment down below. I would love to hear your opinions. Yeah, thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode tomorrow. Bye.